Hello, my compadres. Welcome to another session of me trying to share as much of my knowledge with you as humanly possible to move your businesses forward. That's a very long title. I should probably shorten that a bit. But I was thinking, most of the people that I come into touch with don't really know how to write email copy. And that is really, really frustrating because usually somewhere in marketing, you have to learn how to write something. And if you don't know how to write if you're not a copywriter, and if you're not like a marketing copywriter, you often don't do it because you can't do it. So I have been studying a way whereby you can create a sales funnel and you don't have to write a single email. And for those of you who are not copywriters and you don't ever want to be a copywriter, or you're paying someone to be a copywriter, here's a great opportunity for you, and I can't wait to explain it. There are 3 steps to this process. The unfortunate, well, not the unfortunate, but the realistic thing that you got to understand is that you actually have to be okay with video. So step 1 is shoot a live video. So right now I'm on Facebook Live. I'm currently using my computer, mostly because whenever I try to shoot a Facebook Live video using my phone, it either rings and then that's the end of the video, or a text comes through and then that's the end of the video. So I can never get that thing to actually behave itself. So I tend to use my computer. So whichever one you want to use, whether you want to use your phone or whether you want to use your desktop computer, you shoot a live video. And usually you're sharing something like this. Like, I'm trying to teach you guys something that you can then immediately go and use and apply to your business and start seeing results literally within 24 hours. It's really, really exciting. So step 1 is to get your content out there. And usually when people are saying, well, like, I don't know what to do on my videos, very, very simple. Think about the questions people have and the answers you have to provide. So the question that I'm answering today is, how do I create a sales funnel without copywriting, without having to send a single email? How do I do it? Okay, so that is the question, and I'm providing you with a 3-step answer. When you're looking at your business and your people, what questions do they have and what answer can you provide? So for those of you who hate doing video, and trust me, I am one of them. I don't particularly enjoy shooting video. It took me about half an hour to get sort of like mentally prepared to do this video. So do whatever you need to do. But the thing is, most people don't do video because they think they either look funny, their hair's not great, they can't do makeup, or they sound weird. Okay, so here's the thing. You sound great and you look fantastic. So shoot the video and then just don't watch it. Just go for it. If you're kind of nervous and you're like, wow, that's nice, Rebecca, but no thanks. Just do some pre-recorded videos and just get used to it, but shoot it. So step 1, create a Facebook Live video. And the reason you do live, even over and above a pre-recorded video, is the algorithm very much favors live videos. So Facebook knows that live videos get more engagement, more reach, and more interaction than any other content type that's out there. So if you want to get the best reach, so you want to have the biggest impact, you're going to do a live video. Okay, so step 1 of the 3-step funnel of how to create a sales funnel without writing a single email: create a live video. Once you're done, it's going to automatically post to your business page. Okay, woo! So that people who are coming to your page can see it. People who are fans of your page get notified. They can also watch your video. So that's great. But don't stop there. Step 2 of the process is to, I prefer to go into Ads Manager and create a post engagement ad. So you can boost the post by clicking on that little blue button, but it's kind of like the poor cousin to the post engagement ad. You don't have as many targeting options. You don't have as much flexibility. So I like to have all of my options available to me at any given time. So I go into Ads Manager and I choose the post engagement ad. If you're not familiar, go into, like, you look at all the ads possible. There's in the middle column, I think it's like the second one down, it says engagement. Click on that, and then there's 3 options, one of which is post engagement. The other 2 options are page like and event responses. So what you do is you take that live video and you create an ad from it. But there's a trick, okay? Every time you either post something, whether it's a content or a video, or you create an ad, the way the algorithm works is Facebook will immediately show this to only a small group of people who either have liked your page or in your target audience or whatever. And with those small groups of people, they ascertain how much people like it. How much engagement is there right out of the gates? Are people liking, commenting, sharing, reacting? Once it gets that information, it either blows it out because it's like, wow, people love this thing, or it kind of like, no one really cares. So if you have a post and you're like, wow, one post got 1,000 reach and one got like 10, it's because in that learning phase, it's called learning, Facebook determined that no one was really going to engage with this ad or with this post. The nice thing about Facebook Live videos is Facebook already knows that people want to engage with this. So it's going to get a lot of reach. So what you do before you post it, okay, so before you boost it, you wait in 1 to 2 hours. That gives the algorithm enough time to go through that learning phase, to figure out if it's going to be popular enough, and it gathers data. You don't want to boost it right away because you will not give the algorithm time to collect that data, and instead you're going to end up paying for your ad to go through that learning phase. If you go right out of the gates and, if you wait the hour or two for it to get that initial engagement, you don't actually have to pay for that part of the process. And as soon as you boost your post, okay, so as soon as you create that post engagement ad, means the same thing, you're immediately going to start seeing a distribution. Okay, so the people to whom you promote that live video should be the ones you're trying to influence. Okay, so who is your target audience? Is it a hyper-local audience? Is it a national audience? Is it a regional audience? Is it an audience that's at a certain life stage? Really make sure that when you're creating your audience for this post engagement ad, that you're being very specific and very conscious about who you're trying to go after and who you want to have come into your funnel. If you show your ad to the wrong people, guess what? You're going to get the wrong people into your ad. That is dumb, and it wastes all of your time. Thanks, Stacy. Glad you like it. And please post, if you guys have questions, you can post them. I'll try to keep along. Usually what I'll do is I'll answer all the questions at the end. So one thing I hate about live videos is people who spend more time reading comments and not actually teaching. So if you have questions, you can put them in the comments and I will answer them at the end. Okay, so step 1, create the live video. Step 2, promote that video to a very specific target audience that you are trying to influence, people to whom you want to have come into your funnel, people to whom you want to have buy your product or service and engage with you in one way, shape, or form. Okay, very, very important. Now we get to step 3. So even if you do step 1 and 2, you're probably going to generate some business. When I do just step 1 and 2, I always generate at least 1 or 2 clients from every video that I do. Alrighty. So again, there's so many questions that come out of step 2. So another question a lot of people have is how much money should I put into this promoted post and for how long? Usually, well, it's really up to you. I would put whatever you consider to be a big budget. The more money you spend, the more people are going to see your ad. But it kind of depends on how big your audience is, and that will determine how much money you should put against it. General rule of thumb, and this is on like in my estimation the cheap side. It's $10 per day for every 100,000 people in your potential reach when you're building your ads, that number at that top right corner. However, when it comes to something like this, when you're doing it for funnel purposes, I like to put a lot more money against it. So I'll do anywhere from $300 to $500 for between 2 to 3 days, okay? Because I want people to see it over and over and over again in my target audience, but I only want that to happen only for a certain number of days. If you create high frequency ads for long periods of time, people get angry and then they leave. Or worse yet, they will hide all of your ads or they will report you as spam. And once you do that, once people start doing that, it's called negative interaction. It actually affects your trust score on your Facebook ads account, and your future ads are going to perform a lot worse. So really be careful about how long you promote your post for and for how much. Watch that frequency number in your ads manager so that you can keep track to make sure that it doesn't go crazy, right? So the sweet spot for frequency for most ads is 1.2 to 1.9. I let the frequency for these kinds of posts go up to between 3 and 4 because again, it's short frequency, but I want people to see it often. Okay, step number 3. I think I've gone through all the questions that usually come out of step number 2, which is how do you promote this sucker? This is how you turn what I've just described to you into an actual funnel. In Facebook, you can create a custom audience based on people who have watched a certain percentage of your video. So you can it can be people who watch 3 seconds, 10 seconds, 25%, 50%, 75%, and 100% of your videos. What you want to do is you want to create a custom audience. So you go into Ads Manager, click on the top left corner, and down the little 3 lines, and you're going to find something that says audiences, and then you can choose build a custom audience from there. Okay, that's called, I believe, when you click on build a custom audience, there's a whole bunch of options. You choose engagement, and then from that list, there's ones where you can create it based on video views. Alrighty, your live video that you have just uploaded will be a part of that list. So you choose all your videos, and you say, I want to create a target audience based on people who have watched anywhere from 75 to 100% of my videos. And this is because if someone has listened to all through your video, whether it's 30 seconds or 30 minutes, it means that they're engaged and they want to listen to everything you have to say, which means you retarget them. You use that target audience to send an ad into their newsfeed with an offer. Okay? So your offer is being put under the noses of the people who have already exhibited the behaviors of loving what you have to say. And if they love what you have to say so much that they're going to watch 100% of your video, then chances are they're a very, very good candidate to becoming one of your clients. Okay, so again, from there, you want to make sure that in that offer ad, you have a very specific call to action. So you have your offer. So I run a private client group. It's a mastermind group called Q to Clients. Very excited about it. So that would be something I would put in. I'm like, hey, have you heard about my mastermind? I thought I'd give you, a couple of ideas as to why it would be useful, who it's for, and I'd probably make a video out of something like that. But I'd also say to them, and now this is what you do next, right? So for my program, there's a short application. Give me some information about yourself, how much you spend on marketing, where you want to go, what that dream looks like. Like, what are you really trying to get out of your business or out of your life? And based on the answers, I'm able to discern whether someone is an excellent candidate for that program or whether there's something else that I can offer them, because I often do other types of training or there's other services I offer that might be better suited. But the point is, I can turn them into a client. So even if they don't qualify for the mastermind, because I'm very picky about who gets in there, there are other things that I'm able to sell them with, or there might be a business partner that I have where I have an affiliate program where I'll make some money back. And so therefore I can actually turn that into a moneymaker. So again, no, or someone that doesn't qualify doesn't mean that they're junk, doesn't mean you should throw them away. It just simply means that there's another opportunity for you to monetize that somewhere else. So those are the 3 steps. Shoot a live video, promote it carefully, and put a decent budget against that, right? Make sure that you get enough people to see it. So frame of reference, I boosted a post from one of my Monday videos, and I spent only $150 and for 2 days. So $150, 2 days, I got 20,000 impressions, 7,200 views, 2 client appointments, and a partridge and a pear tree. No, but it really, really worked out. So those are it got 23 shares, or 24 shares, and 80 reactions. So liking, commenting, sharing, all that kind of good news. That kind of interaction, that kind of engagement is gold. And if you repeat this process, so every new video that you do, you add it to your custom audience. Okay, so now you're going to add, say for instance, I would add my Monday video viewers of 75 to 100% into my custom audience. And once this video is done, anyone who's watched this video up to 75 to 100%, they're going to be added to that custom audience. So it's always getting stronger and it's always getting bigger. And the bigger that target audience is, the more people you have to target with your offers, and there's your money maker. Okay, so that's how you do it. That's how you create a sales funnel. There's not a single email that was sent. You do not have to be a copywriter. I will tell you that most of the clients that I work with, they engage me to write all their content because they're like, I don't want to write. I don't know how to write. I don't know how to be persuasive. I don't really know what to do. I will guarantee you, if you're in business, like if you're making any money, it's because you have the ability to answer someone's question. So if you can answer a question to whatever your clients currently have, you have the ability to create a Facebook Live video. And if you don't like, shooting videos, I completely understand, but you're going to have to get out of your own way. Email marketing is very much changing. It's becoming we're in Canada. So for those of you who are outside of Canada, you may or may not know about our wonderfully really strict email laws. It took my email database from over 3,000 down to less than 500 when the rules came in, because you have to get so many permissions in order to sell people anything through email. GDPR, that's coming through. Sorry, that already passed in the UK and in parts of Europe. Huge pain in the ass, right? And it's going to be happening in the US too. So with all of these restrictions and all of these pressures coming down in terms of how difficult it's going to be for us to execute email marketing, you have to find a new way. And one of the new ways is to use content like this, video content, and promote it to an audience. Take the few people, the important ones that are listening to you and engaging with you and consuming all your content, give them the offer to work with you, because your conversion rate is going to be astronomical. You're going to get at least 10 times the response rate by doing it that way than if you took your offer and you just blasted it out to a target audience right from the get-go. You only want to put your offers in front of the people most likely to say yes. If you're not doing that, then you're doing marketing wrong. Sure, you may get a giant list, but it's a giant list of garbage. So would you rather have a little pot of gold or a giant mountain of garbage? I don't know about you, but I'll take my little pot of gold. Okay, so hopefully you have found this helpful. If you have any questions, by all means, you're welcome to ask them in the comments section. You can private message me. There's always that wonderful send message button. And if you have any questions about anything that I've talked about, or about that private clients group that I also mentioned, by all means, please do reach out. I like talking to people. All right, so if you have any questions that you would like me to do a video to show you how to do, please do let me know. Again, you can put it in the questions, you can send me a private message. I've got a list of things that I want to be able to show you based on questions people have asked me, just day to day, clients that I have or what have you. But if you have a question, I'm happy to do a video, whether it's a screen cap video so I can actually show you a little bit of how-tos, or if it's more of a strategic question on how you can make more money with your business. It's what I've dedicated my life to do, is to accelerate people's ability to go from 0 to million. And I really, really hope to help. And Stacy, you know what, I see you say that you're so new. Welcome to the party. The good news about being new. So if you're like Stacy, who is just sort of let us know that she's new. Here's the good news about being new to this party. You have no bad habits. None. Zero. Zilch. Zippo. So there have been all these things that I have done over the past 8 years since I've started my business. And some of them have worked and some of them have not. And some of them used to work but don't work anymore. The cool thing about being new is that you just start in the right here and the right now. And in terms of where to start, so I'll take questions. Anybody has questions right now, please put them in the comment section. If you're finished and you don't have any questions, have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I hope you found this helpful. So Stacy, your question, any advice, where to start would be great. Step-by-step video. Well, you know what? I do lots of step-by-step videos. That's a big sort of broad question. If you want to let me know exactly what kind of step-by-step stuff you're looking for, that'd be great. So for instance, if you want a step-by-step of how to shoot a Facebook Live video, I can do that. If you want a step-by-step on how to create a custom audience, happy to do that too. I do these kinds of things all the time, and I'd be happy to post. So if you have something in mind, Stacy, or anyone who's listening, of a specific kind of step-by-step video, please do let me know. I'm a total geek when it comes to this stuff, so I enjoy thoroughly helping people to do so. So Stacy, whether now or whenever this video is done, please do let me know what kind of stuff that you want me to do, and I'm more than happy to do it. Everything that I do, everything. I wake up in the morning and I go to sleep at night, and I have one purpose, and that is to, actually I have multiple purposes. The first purpose is to do only the things that make me happy. This makes me very happy to help people like Stacy and others. And the second thing is to actually affect change in the lives and businesses of the people that come my way. And sometimes it's a small little aha. So I teach, I have some like 4-week courses that I teach and 6-week courses that I teach. And I kind of do what I call teaching to the middle. And there's advanced people in the classes, and then there's beginners in the classes. So I try not to overwhelm the beginners, and I try not to bore the experts. And even people who have been doing this for a long time, I try to make sure that they get something out of it. So if you're an advanced marketer, I'm hoping that something out of what I talked to you about today is new. It's something maybe you've never heard before, or maybe you're doing this, but you're like, oh, that's kind of a different way of doing it. Maybe you never thought about the retargeting thing that I talked to you about, like do the video, promote the video, but use the retargeting thing. Whatever your aha is, I'm there to deliver it. So again, don't see any more comments or questions. It's a fantastic opportunity that you have given me to be able to talk to you today. And I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you sometime soon. Bye, everybody.